Did you know that 95% of people believe they are self-aware? But research shows only about 10 to 15% actually are? Think about that for a second. That means 4 out of 5 people walking around right now are completely blind to how they come across to others. And realistically, you might be one of them. Self-awareness isn't just about knowing your favorite color or what movies you like. It's the ability to see your own patterns, your flaws, and your impact on the room. Without it, you're basically driving through life with a dirty windshield, wondering why you keep crashing into the same problems. Here are 5 subtle signs you might lack self-awareness and how to fix it before it quietly ruins your relationships. 1. You are always the victim. Let me ask you this. Do you have a string of crazy exes? Have you had a toxic boss at your last 3 jobs? Do you constantly find yourself falling out with friend groups because they were the problem? If you are constantly surrounded by drama, you have to look at the one thing all those situations have in common. You. People lacking self-awareness instinctively blame their environment. It's a defense mechanism. It's much easier to say, my boss is out to get me, than to admit, I struggle with taking direction and I miss deadlines. If the world is always against you, it might be time to look in the mirror. 2. You judge yourself by your intentions, but expect others to judge you by your actions. Have you ever hurt someone's feelings, and instead of apologizing, you immediately said, well, I didn't mean it like that? Here's the harsh truth. Your intentions don't erase your impact. You might have meant to be helpful, but if you came across as arrogant, the arrogance is what the other person experienced. A lack of self-awareness makes us blind to this disconnect. We expect a free pass because we are good people deep down. But highly self-aware people understand that their actions are what actually build or destroy trust. 3. Instant, aggressive defensiveness. Imagine a co-worker casually mentions a small mistake you made, or your partner asks you to help out a bit more around the house. What is your immediate physical reaction? Does your heart rate spike? Do you instantly mentally catalog their flaws to throw back in their face? Well, you forgot to take out the trash last week. When you lack self-awareness, any piece of feedback feels like a personal attack on your identity. You can't separate what you did from who you are. So instead of listening, you build a wall. You win the argument, but you lose the connection. 4. You don't know why you feel bad, so you just numb it. We all have days where we wake up in a funk, but someone without self-awareness rarely stops to ask, why am I so irritable today? Instead of sitting with the feeling and realizing, oh, I'm anxious about that email I need to send. They just escape. They spend 2 hours mindlessly scrolling TikTok, snapping at their family, or stress eating. They live on emotional autopilot. If you frequently find yourself angry, sad, or overwhelmed, but you never actually trace it back to the root cause, you are letting your subconscious run your life. 5. You use the phrase, that's just how I am. I'm just brutally honest. I just have a short temper. I'm just bad at texting back. This isn't authenticity. It's intellectual laziness. Using your personality as an excuse for poor behavior is the ultimate sign of zero self-awareness. You are basically saying that your growth is permanently stunted and you refuse to evolve. The most self-aware people know that they are a work in progress. They don't use their flaws as a shield. They identify them as areas to work on. Becoming self-aware isn't about beating yourself up. It's about opening your eyes. It's uncomfortable at first, but it is the single most powerful step you can take toward a calmer, better life. So, be honest with yourself. Which of these 5 signs hit a little too close to home? Let me know down in the comments. I read every single one. If this video gave you a wake-up call, hit the like button and subscribe for more content to help you master your mind. I'll see you in the next one.